Lukas, Pavelka, DesignKit, the new level of Power Apps development. The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody, to be here. So I will try to start sharing.
Yeah, we can hear, we can see the presentation.
Okay, I'll just minimize it. Great. So I'll just skip these 2 slides. So for today, I just prepared a very interesting Figma plugin, which will for sure change your mind about Power Apps developing in the Microsoft Builder. So last week, I just published a new version of this DesignKit. This plugin is already here 3 years. Therefore, as you see, it's version 3. So before the starting, I just introduce myself. My name is Lukas, and I'm working in IT 18 years. So, and the last, I guess, 4 years. Well, what's happened? So can you see it?
Yes, now we can
great.
see.
Okay, and I started work 4 years ago with the Power Apps and Figma. And when I saw the current user-friendly builder of Microsoft Power Apps Builder, I said, okay, it's better to think about something new to make it easily for all Power Apps developers, UX, UI designers, or some consultants for the customers. So therefore, I started on this plugin. And yeah, in this QR code, you will get more information about DesignKit, about documentation, about me. So you can use it. And of course, I'm a barista and bartender. I love coffee. So if you want to online coffee, just let me know. Okay, yeah, before the starting, let me introduce the architecture, the new architecture of the DesignKit, because the old one was a little bit different, and you should understand how it works. So as I mentioned, the UI for that, what you need is the mandatory is a Figma. Figma is a prototyping tool for designing websites, mobile layouts, business cards, and everything related to designs. Here you can just use some different plugins from AI to designing tools or some automation tools. So here you can find the DesignKit plugin. After this presentation, I will have some surprise for you because yesterday Figma released our new version on the community site. So you will see a new version of DesignKit. So, and this is like the UI of this plugin, and in the backend in the new architecture you will find a new licensing because the DesignKit is using Azure functions. So therefore you do not need anything to do it. So automatically DesignKit we just recognizing your Figma ID because every user in Figma has some unique special user ID, which you can see on the right side. So, and this Azure function just calling this your Figma ID and just checking like licensing. After that, when you are opening the plugin and after the licensing, you will see some different functions in this plugin. So mainly the plugin can making some layouts for the canvas applications, making some styles, colors, backgrounds, font colors. You can import solution file from the Power Apps from the zip file, or you can import the particular YAML files or Power Automation flow from the zip. So if everything is packed in the solution file, you can easily import it as one click through this plugin. And after that, you can also export it. In the new version, you can use like code snippets. You can use the PDF because it's not only about the designing. You should make a documentation for your team members, for the customers. So you can easily, through the DesignKit, so you can export to PDF your design screens and models and flows. So this is like the architecture. And of course, the whole project is versioned in the Git, so we are working on the new version. And yeah, something about the future. In future, soon in June, we plan a new version. This version is called Tiger, and 3.file will be called Monkey. And in this version, you will see a new code viewer. You will see some new exporter of your design controls to Figma file. In this demo, of course, I will show you what does it mean. And plus, you will be possible to put icons, because currently most of you know about the Fluent UI, and DesignKit is using Fluent UI icons, the same what you can see in Power Apps. So this is the future. And now let's start with the demo time. Great. I saw some hands up. So should I?
No, I think there's no hands up.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's start with the designing. So at first, here, this is the Figma page where you can design your styles. On the left side, you see the same like in the Power Apps. You see frame, the same is in Power Apps like screen. Under the screen, you see some controls, the same here. You can see rectangles, text files, circles, and other stuff. So, and in this magic button, you can run the plugin and widgets. And in the plugins, you will find the design kit. As you see, currently it's checking my licensing. The Azure Functions is in background. Now I'm licensed. So here on the first screen is the builder, which you can just generate some layouts the same like in the Power Apps here. And I will just open some application. So in the meantime, I will continue. So this is like the main layouts. Here, what I mentioned is for the viewer, but how originally this is working. So to recognize the concrete Power Apps control, I'm using prefixes. So as you see here, you can see the screen prefix. So it means this is a screen. The same for the here is a label. And if you do not know how prefix is using, so here in help, we have a list of the prefixes. So we are using classic controls from the Power Apps. We are using modern PCF controls, some composed, which I composed from the classic or modern controls, and some custom. So here, if I click it, so you will see like the list of available prefixes. In every version, we are using new and new prefixes, but here is like the UI manual for you to inform you what kind of prefix you can use and what does it mean in Power Apps. As you see here, fluid is a scrollable fluid grid component from the blank card. You can use some galleries, images, SVG, some data pickers, rectangles. So there are a lot of prefixes, and you can everything generate with the preview how the component looks like in the Figma. So as you see, like the combo PCF, this is a new version of combo box of Power Apps. The same for the forms, buttons, labels, and for the compost, we are using what I created, which is really, I'm using on a daily basis, like the calendars, charts. Of course, language bar I'm not using, but it is great if I want to present some application and the multi-language and some short calendar plus pop-ups and the custom, which is freshly new. is I just put some examples of, I guess, very great components for refreshing your styles in Power Apps. Some breadcrumbs, some cards, counters, light dark theme, some picker, pop-up component, some dialogues, feedback box. So everything is supported in the design kit, and you can, in the first version, you can use it. You can use builders, you can use components and swapping components. Everything is available in design kit for everybody. So now we know about these prefixes, so I can start the designing. So as I mentioned, the layouting is really the same as you know in Power Apps. You can create mobile table layout. You can select the pre-designed layouts for what you saw in Canvas application. The same here. Blank, scrollable form, list. So this is the same here, but they are not all, but in every release we are pushing new and new types. So, and if you just select someone, for example, calendar, submit, then you will have pre-generated layout for the mobile with the calendar. So this is how the basic point of the design kit is. So I already prepared something for you. So here is like design for the getting information about your capacity, about your word logging, about information about you. And now I will show you how to use it and export it to Power Apps very quickly. So because currently screen is still not available to paste it in Power Apps. Maybe you know the functionality that you can paste the code, YAML code in the Power Apps. So currently, if I use the screen and paste it, then the Power Apps will say the screen is not supported yet, but I know the information that will be supported about the wall screens. So therefore, for now, we should use it like particular controls, like containers, galleries, text, etc. So I have prepared the same screen, but covered in the frame, in the Power Apps naming its container. So therefore, I just pack it to one frame. As you see, there is a prefix cont. It means like the same like manual container. If I use vertical cont or horizontal cont, the same in the Power Apps is vertical and horizontal container. So here you can see like the code, where is the control and variant and properties and his children. So now I'm selected this container and just copy to clipboard, and we will see what will happen. And voila, this the wall screen is there. Of course, as you see, the default Microsoft is using Drop Shadow Light. I do not understand why, but so it's not finally great, but for now it's fine, because what you need is to remove the light. Of course, you can leave it as it is, but I do not like it. So therefore, I just remove the lights for everything. And just move a little bit lower for the menu. Here, by default, by default, the gallery is using 320 template size. So therefore, there's like differences between between Figma and Power Apps because they are using a little bit different properties. But if you do not use some special property, so Microsoft will use the default values. So if I like use it in my template, the different value in YAML code, then of course will be rewrite it to your value. But if you do not use this property, Microsoft will use the default. So therefore, we can just like make it smaller, and everything is still shadowing is light. I hope the Microsoft in next version will repair it. And the same for the title. It's still the light. And yeah, the same for the year. If I just zoom in, of course, you can put some updates for that, like self dot with it minus 10 pixels and put it to 220. So yeah, so the same here. For the time, you can use 150 and put a little bit higher for the item to see every content here. 80, the same for the title. And whoop. And what about this circle? So I can easily copy it and for the screen, paste the code. Here is the circle and just I put a small hack to minus values and put this one for the front. And yeah, you see that the cycle is similar like here. And the design was easily to copy paste. Yeah, of course, there is some small differences, but in the next version, I will try to make it perfectly to visualize it, the concrete positioning. But of course, what is an issue is with the fonts, because Figma font size and the Power Apps font size is a little bit different. So therefore, and in this plugin, I just created a new feature, which is called Font Reductor. And this font reductor, if you just switch on or switch off, so you will see like the -5 pixels, because here, as you see, the zooming is not saying this is 100% visible for the same zoom in Power Apps. So therefore, if I just select the code, you see is normally it's 35 pixels, but I just switched on font reductor to on, and there is like minus some pixels down to have it like similar. So this is for the visualization. The same what I mentioned, you can import your solution file. So I will just remove it and just import some YAML files. And before this one, I just show you another feature. There is some dependency model. Dependency model means that you can find the dependency between the screens. If you are using in Power Apps a navigate function, then the plugin will recognize your navigate function and find the dependency between the screens. So therefore, I just import. I know that I have dependency in dashboard, I have dependency in create issue, and I have dependency in my issues. So I will open it. And here is the screens. And here is the dependency model, which is saying what are the transitions between the screens, what kind of transitions. And if I open, I do not save it, the export up, you will see the same transitions here. Plus, you can see like the fill, how many controls and which controls you have, if there is some invisible property. So on the screens, I don't have any visible properties. But if it's, yeah, this is the dashboard. And as you see here, this is the navigate to my issues with the transition, where is the fade, and the same here. The dashboard is just reflecting that there is a transition to my issue screen. So this is the dependency model. And if I just import some solution file, which is a zip, just open it, then Figma is importing all screens which are found in my zip file, plus the Power Automate flow. So in the example, I'm using this kind of automation flow. In the next versions, I will improve it, this flow, because it currently is not reflecting for the if else, but in the next versions, for sure, I will just put it to better quality of the automation flows. And the same there, as you see, there are dependency models where all screens which has some dependency, or if there are screens without any dependency. And here is if I'm using some invisible properties, everything is there. And why it's important? If you design something, it's great to pack it as a project and with the documentation. So therefore, I just take this flow and just take this dependency model to show you that the DesignKit will recognize if you selected this flow and dependency model. This everything I just removed and put it here. Great. And now I have some prepared screen, I have some automation, I have some dependency. I just select everything. I hope I selected everything. Yeah. And in the export, I can just say, okay, it's a test project, some test, and export this PDF. Now, the Figma is starting generating the PDF file, where it's recognizing what you selected. If you select some flow and or dependency model, everything will be recognized, and I can save it to PDF. And the same is generated in Figma to see what is inside the PDF. Here is like the name of the project, description, your screens, dependency models, flows, and some design systems. So every color, if you used in your screen, will be recognized and visible here. Plus, if you use some typography, DesignKit will recognize your font with the weight and size, and some icons if you use it. In next version will be that DesignKit will recognize all typography for your used screens. Currently is only visible the most used size of your font. So, and the same is exported this PDF. And it's only like one page for the PDF, but everything is here, and you can show it to your customer. You can save it to your wiki page, so everything is there with the colors, typography, and icons. So this is like for the exporting. And the last thing is for the styling, because you want to save the same colors, backgrounds, and font colors, which you are using in your company and every time. So therefore, you can save it to your style. So for example, I say favorite, well, this color is great. Text could be white, and I have favorite color. Okay, so I need to reapply it. So will be applied to your specific control. And plus a new function here is like calculating the contrast ratios. If I select, then will be automatically calculated if it's great for your small text, large text, and the background is great. And I see, okay, it's not great for the small text. I will find the better color which is suggested here. So I'm go back to style and edit the hexa code and update it. Now when I just apply, and here, okay, great. It likes that will be great for my style. And this is for the styling. And yeah, I guess this is like the main functionality. And about the swapping components, that, for example, if I do not like this text, I will just, yeah, you need to select the component. So if I just add a new component, for example, add media. So here is the add media. I do not like it, so I just change it to player, and automatically will be changed what component you like it, just only for the selection. This is like a quick way how to add a new components rapidly to your screen. So the same for the importing. Here is like, sorry, for the exporting, here is like duplicate. So if you want to duplicate some screen which you have ready for your presentation, I will just put more space. And here, as you see, there are some prefixes, and when I duplicate it, the screen will be cloned with the unique prefixes. Because as you know, the Power Apps does not support the name or the same naming in every page. So in every Power Apps page, you must have a unique naming for everything. So if something will be the same, for example, here I have like label title name, and if I just remove it and put it the same, select all screen and validate, then the error will disappear because the name of the control is the same and is not great for the exporting. So this is the main functionality for the DesignKit. Of course, I can talk about this plugin many hours, but we have only 50 minutes. So then I have a surprise for you because yesterday Figma released our new version, which is called Power Apps DesignKit, but unofficially we are calling DesignKit Enterprise. And this is currently available for everybody. You can try it. And this is relevant for the model-driven applications. DesignKit Pro is for the canvas, and here is for the model-driven, where you can create a model-driven application with the naming. As you know, the model-driven guys, that you should use some prefixes, create some colors, you can put some logo, and then the new screen for model driven will be generated, where you can see some cards. So like the creating grids, and will be generated there. The same if I use form, a new screen for the form will be generated. And if you select for the particular parts in your model-driven screen, then you can change the properties. Like I do not like the top menu and side area, and will be reflected for all screens because, as you know, sitemap is shared for every screen. So, and if I, for example, create new group, so new group will be created for every screens. And if I select the group, or yeah, this is the sub area, and I do not want to have it this naming. I just put, for example, like here. So, and as you see, all finance is changed to every sitemap. But this is not all. So, and there we have like the code, which is currently is not valid for the production applications, but we are working on this, where you can select the sitemap and load XML file, which is the same as you know in customization.xml. So everything is there. So if I change, I hope it's working. And yeah, as you see, area was changed to area 123, and it's reflected to every sitemap. And when I just reload the code again, so I should have the title there. So this is what we are currently working on to prepare XML parts. So you will be able to generate every part for the particular selecting. So for example, for the groups, you can just find only the group from the customization.xml. The same will be for the grids. So you can find the grids. You can easily change the number of rows and put it back. And if I select the column, I can change easily the name, put to auto number, and automatically will be changed the type of the column. And I hope it's working. And you see this is like the cell for this column. And this the same if I select for the wall grid. I can see the saved queries for the wall grid with the information about your grid. So the same, you can do this for the navigations, for the command bars. You can do this the same for the forms, which is really awesome, where you can just select the form. You can see the system form, automatically generate the unique IDs for the forms. You can change the versions, plus in the properties, you can change the form names, and I guess for the form, you can see the number of columns, which are 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you change it, so will be automatically change the layout, the same as you are using in model driven, and put it, for example, back. And if the Figma has only 2 labels or 2 fields, and you will use 3 or 4, so then the DesignKit enterprise will just fill or create a new fields for you because is missing there, and you can easily like create some new fields for this one. So we have already prepared some text fields, the same what you know, and model driven apps, some numbers, some times, choices, lookups. And as you see, they are currently disabled, but in the next version, you will see some specific PCF components for your model driven. So this is what currently we are working on. And yeah, the same here. I'm sorry. For the navigations, you will be able to change easily the colors, logos, and other things, and everything is reflected for every screens. So this is like for the model driven. And last thing, what currently we are working on will be really sophisticated tool for the model driven apps, because currently is hidden, but we are preparing entity model. It means that you will be able to create the whole data structure in Figma. So for example, if you use some finance table where you have 5 attributes, then in this design kit, you will be able to create a new entity, which is currently like the same what you are using in the Dataverse. So will be visible in a new tab called data entity. And under the entity, you will see all tables with all attributes, and you will be able to just nominate your form or view to your created table and the Figma. And after that, you will be able to connect your real IDs, because this is the same as in Pro for the importing and exporting. So you will be able to import every data from your Dataverse to the Figma to see the structure of data. The same for the relations. If you have some foreign keys or primary keys, everything will be visible here in the Figma, and you can just connect to your particular view or form for every fields. And after that, in code, you will see like the real IDs, what you are using in Dataverse. You will see the whole structure in XML. And for your designers or developers, the guys could only copy paste to your customization XML and just publish it to the customer's environment, and it will be functional because you will use the live IDs what currently you have in Dataverse. So this everything will be prepared in the next versions. And yeah, so this is what currently we have, this 2 awesome versions. Here in DesignKit.cz, you will see the all information about the design kit. Soon I will put information about this Power Apps design kit or enterprise. Everything will be there. We currently already prepared some changelogs where you can just see what we changed. Currently is for the Pro version, but we will use it the same for the enterprise. In the roadmap, you will see everything what currently we're just preparing. So everything is there. And we already started documentation for the design kit. Currently is only for the Pro version, but we are preparing for the model driven. So everything for this enterprise version you will see here. And yeah, in our site, I have some, yeah, this one, I have some inspiration. So maybe some of you knows, I've created a page, Power Apps Cooker, where you can see some custom components which you can use with the design kit, or you can just use it directly in Power Apps, because there is information, how it looks like, what is consists of, some procedures for the Power Apps, and the same for the Figma. So you can just step by step use every properties in Figma and just make a new component. And the last thing, what I published a couple of days ago, is that currently I'm preparing some new series for the Pro version, because as you saw, and maybe you know about the Power Apps tools, which is made by guys from the Brazil. And here you can use the code snippets. So it means that I started to use something similar, and we are just working together and just putting some components to their side. But for new versions, I will release on our sites the series where you will have the components with the same styles. The first one is a shadow, where you will see 10 components with the same colors, with the same shadowing, and some with the same fonts, to prepare like for the extension for your Power Apps designs in the Canvas application. So this file will be released too, but I do not know when. I guess next month I will release it, where you will find the all standard Canvas components plus modern components, what you know in preview, and the Canvas applications, and some compost, which I presented, this bar chart, language bar, short calendar. And here I have some custom. You see there are a lot of customs components, but I will change it for the series. So do not have like this different styles, but will be like unified with one style as an extension for your Canvas applications. Well, and this is everything about the DesignKit. Towards for the showing. Yeah, this one.
I'm impressed what you have already done. I have heard the stories about this from Krzysztof Kania, and he told us that this is super cool. And you know, what you have already done, it is super cool. I will open the floor for questions because, as I understand, you have already finished the presentation, so you are open for questions. Yes. So I will allow microphones, and I will allow cameras as well. And I would like to encourage everybody to just raise your hand, unmute yourself, and then ask questions if you have any. There was a question in the chat, I think, from Tomasz.
What do you mean, RFD?
Yeah, I was just curious if that's if when you create an app from the Figma, then if it is responsive, or like everything else you have to apply, like like fixing the layout and so on.
Yeah, so maybe I can show it again, because in the new version I tried to be very responsive. So if I just open the plugin again and put a new component, I just put it some custom. Yeah, for example, I will see, but so it means that it should be really responsive. So every component I've just prepared, it's maybe you see it's not a component, it's auto layout frame, but I just put for everything is responsive. So just use something. Yeah, for the buttons, I hope so. It should be responsive. In next version, I will try to responsive the font, but everything there, it should be really responsive. So for example, if you find something that is not responsive, just ping me because I would like to try do it. Because in importing, you can just import the snippet from the power apps. So this is like vice versa. So if you just view code and just copy the code here, it should be able to paste it here and just see and just find where was imported, because it was only the text, but I will try to import something better, not only text. So in example screen, I will just try to group, import, copy, paste. And okay, and now where is the imported? So maybe I'm some blind, or maybe Murphy is working and I cannot. Oh, it's a strange, but it's not like visible here. Just something maybe wrong. Okay, yeah, it's working. So it means that everything what you work in this code preview, guy from Microsoft, Marcel, said that I guess next month will not be in preview, but will be in general availability. Currently, there is still a buggy with the YAML files. I guess I saw in chat that something is buggy, but yeah, in next month should be repaired, and the YAML code should be a little bit different. I'm still scared what they will change in the next version. I hope nothing will destroy my plugin. But they said that only small changes in YAML will be placed in production. So I will see what they will change, but I'm staying with the guy from Microsoft to check if they will not destroy my plugin. But yeah, this is like how the YAML codes, and of course you can do this for the tablet. So if you have tablet layout, and if you just import the screen, all screen and tablet layout will be resized, because I'm trying to be more perfectional for the designing and just resizing.
Okay. Do we have any more questions?
Do you have any controls like containers in your plugin? I use many containers to structurize and organize my projects in Power Apps. So it will be great.
Yeah. You can use like inner containers. So it means that if you have a lot of containers under the another containers, then plugin will recognize every structure. So the containers is for sure there, and you can use horizontal, vertical, and manual containers. So currently, it's when I presented, I used the cont prefix. Then you can use the varcont, horcont as the prefix, and automatically, if you use auto layout in Figma, for the horizontal or vertical, the plugin will recognize which kind of auto layout from the Figma are you using. So if you use it, then it will be automatically just put the prefix. So maybe we have still time. I can just show it again. So for example, I just run the plugin again and just put the blank layout and create a frame and just put it here. Let's change it, change the color, and here I have only frame. When I add these prefixes, yeah, you have to select the screen and then prefix. Okay, it's funny. Today is something like it's not working, but yeah, if I just use the auto layout, I hope so will work. Maybe I have to use something there, some text. And now, yeah, okay. So if you use like something like with the text field, so normally it's recognized as a button. But if I just put it back and just duplicate it, because it's more than one, then you see it's horizontal container, because currently in this frame, I use horizontal auto layout. If I just put it back and say it's vertical and add the prefix, then automatically will be changed to vertical container. So this is like the plugin is trying to help you. If you do not understand or you do not remember the prefixes, because they are starting to be long, then the plugin will recognize containers, buttons, texts, ellipse, or rectangles. So if I just use the rectangle, just the plugin, then automatically will recognize this as a rectangle, because Figma is using the same in Power Apps. Here you can see the type. Yeah.
Any other questions? If not, then Pavel, thank you very much for your presentation. It was great to see.
I'm Lukas.
Sorry, Lukas. Yeah. Sorry, forgive me. And it was great to see this, what you have already done, and I'm crossing my fingers to have even better tool, but you can develop even better tool. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And thank you for inviting me here.